This is hot garbage.
This sounds like shit. No one's gonna buy that.
Is it a hit?
Right, I'm over here meal prepping. All my meals are bland.
Welcome, people. Welcome, friends. You're here at the newest,
Oh, he's back.
nowly recording episode of Is This a Hit? With Max and Pat, the A&R Raps, and with myself singing songs for you. People, do you
Why
like
are you
music?
talking? Ugh.
This is nasty, Nathan Sharp. Do you like songs?
Stop talking like this.
All right, I'll
Just let him finish, man. Let him finish.
I can't. This is some.
Are you hot for it? Cool down.
No.
Cut your sleeves off your shirt. Hop in a baby pool. You don't have to socially distance inside of a baby pool.
Well, welcome to a new episode of Is It a Hit? I'm Max, and my co-host Pat.
Yo.
We'll talk for a bit. Sometimes Nate will join in, but really what Nate's here to do is just to listen and then play a song for us about what we talked about. He's basically like our jester in this kangaroo court of life. Isn't that right, Nate?
Well, I was expecting you to say, "Isn't this right, Pat?" Because I was ready to sit back and listen to y'all complain about, relatively vapid things on the grand scale of it.
For the listeners, we're still deeply affected by last week's episode.
Right.
That song was garbage. If you haven't heard it, I don't encourage you to.
Yeah, I would actually, unsubscribe from our channel after having heard that song.
Yep. Dislike it.
Yeah, dislike, unsubscribe. I know that we've already spent your Patreon money, but man, I would file a lawsuit. This needs to end, and this needs to end violently.
We're giving permission to all the Karens to call the manager because it was bad.
It was not worth it. And I know that most of the stuff we do is free, with the exception of our live shows and our Meal Prep Sunday Patreon-only videos and our, Take 'em Home Tuesday Patreon videos. We don't even know why people are paying for those. I don't even know what it means. But yeah, like these ones are free. I would ask for my money back still after having heard that song. But we're on the hunt for a new one. We're ready for a new hit, for a new, something in here. I actually have, something that I was listening to some music and I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I think we're trying too hard. Okay. Sometimes
you listen to Creed.
I was listening to, I always listen to Creed. Of course I was listening to Creed. My arms are wide open. And you know that I love Golden Streams. But I was listening to Rusted Root, and I was like, we're trying too hard.
Which Rusted Root song? That one Rusted Root song?
The only Rusted Root song that's out there, where he doesn't say any words. It's just the whole thing. It's like a It's just a bunch of nonsense. Send me on my way.
But I think, Pat, we can agree that song's a hit.
That song is a hit, but here's the thing. Name any lyrics from that song.
Bubby say bubby yum. Bubby yum.
Bubby say bubby yum.
Right? No more.
Send me on my way. I think that's send me on my way, but you don't need someone to send you on your way.
No, I think he's got a semi on the way.
Yeah, maybe he's just got a chub.
Would you know that song was called, would you know that he was saying send me on my way if they didn't write it in text when you select the song, if it wasn't on the CD, send me on my way. Would you know that?
Like if they were just kind of zooming in on his sweatpants and you could just kind of see the outline of his chub there. I'd be like, oh, he's got a semi on the way. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I get it.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, I get it. It's 90s hippie is Half Chub.
That's a 90s song?
Yeah.
No, that's from like 1977, isn't it?
Absolutely not. That's a hard 90s.
Here's that song. Really?
Yeah.
Guys, all right. Let's see who's closer. Pat, give me a year before I look at it.
I said 1990, dude.
Okay, I said 1975.
I'm going to guess like 1994.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The band was formed in 1990.
Ooh.
Man.
How much time did it take them to get a massive hit?
Immediately.
Oh.
Okay, so let's see when Send Me On The Way is, I don't know when that song was. Okay, Send Me On My Way. It's from 94. Shit, I am usually, guys, okay, don't mean to toot my own horn, but when it comes to years in pop culture, I'm usually pretty good. Pretty close. That might be the worst I've ever been.
Well, light it up, because that's why we hired you.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm a numbers guy. But like I remember like seeing a Rusted Root, like, you know those like albums you could buy at Best Buy that had like the gray covers and it was like the definitive collection of like Run DMC or Hall & Oates. Yeah. And I saw one for Rusted Root once. I'm like, man, Rusted Root must be like an old band with a long storied history, but no, not really. I guess someday maybe they are, but it only started in like 1990.
They're the definition of a one-hit wonder.
Are they? But they had that album at Best Buy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do they just have different versions of that one song?
Oh man, I would definitely buy an album that was just different remixes of that song.
Of Send Me On My Way.
I think like if it was like 12 EDM remixes of Send Me On The Way, I would definitely listen to that one.
Yeah,
all of them, and then hit the club.
And then hit the club with your own Send Me On The Way.
Oh boy, feel a little poke coming through.
I feel a little poke coming through. Fucking that song. Oh, God damn.
Yeah.
That song was so apt. I was in like 7th grade when that song hit. We started grinding in 7th grade.
That was is that a song? I feel a little poke coming through. Really?
You and girl, you know I found it. Oh, you know I can't help it. You know what I want to do. Yeah, great song. Step back, dancing kind of close.
I feel a little
poke coming through on you. Yeah, that's it. It's about like dancing at the club and getting a little excited. Got a girl all up in your lap.
Yeah, dancing as a 7th grader in a gym. You know, it could be either or.
Yeah. But that would be like, feel a little poke. Oh, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like that.
And that song would be a hit.
Yeah. That song was also a hit. So again, you know.
Rusted Root, sorry about that.
Well, we're just talking about different hits, you know, not knowing, you don't have to have lyrics, really. That's not part of it. You can even talk about semis, right? That's 2 songs now that we've talked about chubs. You know, half chubs, semis.
I don't think I've talked about chubs in either of these songs. And maybe that's a lack of integrity on my part. I'm not being integratable to the system. I'm not being accountable to the rules we've set forth.
Yeah. Like, you could write a song. What are some things you could talk? You know, you could be out driving around, and then you just kind of see like a mom with her kid, but you know, her like shirt's not buttoned right, and then you're just like, well, I know where my head's at, and then you could write about that scenario. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, got kind of semi on the way here.
As I recall, I think I'm filling in this stuff pretty well, because for the song I wrote for you all last week, I believe I did mention that driving around, one of the lines says I'm stroking. So you know, I think I'm ahead of you.
Maybe, but also make a good song. How about?
I think I need to rewrite F-Race 1989. I think it just needs a few more edits.
So maybe the new format for the show is it a hit, but you're just constantly trying to make the same song differently to determine, is this one song a hit?
I don't want to live in a world where a song with the title Death Race 1989 is not a hit.
Is that like Candle in the Wind 97?
Yeah, it's an update.
Oh my god.
It's also dedicated to Princess Di.
I'm gonna quit. If this devolves into just Nathan finding ways to put Death Race 1989 into his song, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna walk.
All right, I'm gonna put down in my notes, no Death Race. Hold on.
Yeah. This is going to turn into like Paul Rudd and Mac and me. We're just going to get pranked like Conan O'Brien every single time. Guys, I promise the song is not about Death Race. I'm here to play my new song. Guys, I promise.
That's good. It's definitely possible. Oh man! And the best part, the reason that it's possible, this is why I'm going to say it's possible. It's not that Nate is funny enough to pull that off several times. It's that he's lazy enough to do that. That's where he's at. Oh man, that's good. Oh, and words don't matter. And you really should try to fit in some nonsense, like jarbled words into your song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I really think.
Yeah.
Listen. As we've established before, I'm in this for the money. And if you don't have to write anything, if you can subscribe to just using la-las and ya-yas and maybe my way, I think you're at a pretty good spot.
You can't alienate someone. Look, we are in a tense climate right now, right? People are.
Oh boy! Here he goes. Here he goes.
You don't want to get on either side, right? You want to sit on that fence. You want to make sure nobody's mad at all.
I mean, you don't want to get these hopped up morons angry. They'll, they firmly established that they smear feces on places. They'll get hot about it.
Right. On either side, right?
Well, I mean, there's one side that was smearing feces in a federal building. But listen,
let's look at it. Hold on.
Let's agreed that it's not that kind of show.
Yeah, we don't want to get into it.
This isn't that kind of show. Here's the thing, people.
I just want it to be fun. What I'm saying is, you can't offend anyone.
You can't offend
You're not
anyone.
saying words.
If you're not saying words. And do you know what that means? A larger audience. Do you know who sells? Rusted Root. Rihanna.
Yeah.
They sell. No one buys a Rihanna album or a song for her words. They buy them for, you know? Like Christina Aguilera. You buy her for her runs. You buy her albums for her runs.
Yeah.
Send me away.
Love runs.
Send me away.
I mean, you buy and Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 double pack, and you ain't getting any. Oh!
Yeah, I guess, thinking about you having sex is gross, but I think you making sex noises could be pretty fun. How's that?
Yeah.
I think that's valid, Pat.
What about that part where Axl Rose is having sex and he goes, "Oh, I want to watch you bleed."
You're gonna die!
Wait a minute, were all of these sex lines?
Yeah.
Like, there were other sex lines. Like, I want, knees, and all that stuff. But
then he immediately says, "I want to watch you bleed." Like,
that is correct. Yes, he does.
Man,
you could get a lot of sex grunts in. Once you start listening to the Guns N' Roses, and you've been made aware of the sex noises, you can't unhear it. It's basically all you hear when you're listening to those songs.
I have to admit, I spent a large part of my childhood, and I don't even know if I succeeded, trying to be like Axl Rose when he goes, knees. Like, I would replay that part just because I was like, man, that's so rhythmic and so consistent, and it's so difficult to do. Like, when I was a kid, and it still seems kind of difficult to do, but I spent a lot of time trying to sound like Axl Rose.
He's got a lot part, though. He's got a lot of spite in it.
He's a
if you listen to it
man.
back,
hot spite.
There's a lot of spite in the knees. Yeah, that's a good noise. Work, those things in. No actual words. Some sex grunts. What else? Sometimes you can just make up words. You don't have to have they can be almost words. That one.
What about when Axl Rose goes, learn to live like an animal? Okay, this is a good thing. Putting a weird amount of emphasis on a syllable or a word that doesn't warrant it. It is something that's kind of fun in songs. Just like a lot of give that one a lot of zhuzh, You writing this down there, Nathan?
I'm writing it all down. Listen, I'm hot for the hits. I want to know what's on the finger of the pulse of America. And right now I've learned that it's not words. It's more the grunts and the oohs and ahs.
You want to know what's written on the finger on the pulse?
Yeah.
Animal! Yeah, he's got a weird vocal range. He makes a lot of weird decisions. Like, if he were to go on American Idol now and try all of those weird choices, and no one's ever heard Guns N' Roses before, he was trying to get his big break on American Idol, he'd get laughed off the stage.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. But that's how it goes, It's pretty much only one person doesn't get laughed off a stage on American Idol.
Yeah, and that person is, I don't know, what was his name? Clay Aiken.
Nah, Clay Aiken got number 2.
Macon. Oh yeah, Ruben Studdard. That was
he lost to Ruben Studdard. Yeah.
What about that song by the one about it's like fake
songs?
Well, no, this
to make songs that sound like. Oh, we're talking about hits. Got it. That's right.
We're talking about hits.
Talking about hits.
Hits that kind of fit into the I don't know what he's saying, right?
Got it.
I was thinking about Snow. It's the song by Snow, Informer. So it's you get Informer. He puts a lot of time. He's Informer. Boom boom down.
Yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know any of those words at all. You got Informer, and that's about it.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, words don't matter at all. It's more about you're going to put some weird stank on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, put the stank on. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Write that down. Put stank on it.
Yeah, so these 2 or 3 examples prove our point.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Inform. I like how we're just going to bring up songs that we just cannot play.
We're doing a great job at singing them.
Yeah. That's
Informer. Do we want to talk about anything that is not directly about the songwriting and creation process? Do we want to? Is there anything you want to talk about that's
hot takes?
No, we could do hot takes. We could, last week I asked about, we both had Gears to Grind with Alanis Morissette. Oddly enough, that was weird.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. What about this, guys? If you guys had a dream job, what do you think it would be?
Oh, yeah. My dream job would be discovering something on accident that is so stupid it's genius and just kind of fall ass backwards into money.
You want to Beverly Hillbillies yourself into it. You want to shoot
but I want
to hit oil.
Yeah, but I want to almost die and then just have 2 things smashed together and be huh. And then just be I'll put this wrench on this screwdriver. Oh, and then like it's just like people are like, I'll pay $1 billion for that. It's like, okay. I don't know why I'm Southern all of a sudden, but yeah, like I just.
Yeah, I mean, we all want to get rich on accident. That's not a dream job. I'm talking about a job that you do for the rest of your life that you think would be awesome, and like it's a career. It's not an accident.
Oh,
yeah, okay. I also want to win the lottery. There's my dream job. Good talking to you guys. Signing off.
Yeah, but the thing I did, I have some agency, right? It's not a ton, but it's some, right? Like you paid for a ticket. That's about it, right? Like I almost died.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
My dream job: 2 chicks at the same time. Yep, there it is. Done. That's my job.
One time I went to a strip club and the DJ got up on stage with like 15 women. He rapped the entirety of Miss New Booty, but not just like the verse, like verse 1 and then like a chorus. Like he sang all 3 choruses. He knew all the lyrics, and like these 15 girls just like shook their ass the whole time, right? And I just kept waiting for it to be done because I thought it was going to be like, I'm going to do a verse and then I'm going to hand off the show to these naked girls. Didn't happen. Stayed up on stage almost like he was flicking off the audience. Like, I'm putting in my time. I'm going to sing this song. I practiced. But I can tell you this, no one wanted him to do that. I think that guy is pretty cool. Whoever allows that guy to get up on stage and be the person that no one wants to see, like, I think that's a pretty cool spot. Like, just having the confidence to be like, I know you came here and you paid money and you did like a drink minimum so you could see some boobs and some butts. But here I am, some schlubby guy, and I know all the words to a Ludacris song. And you're going to listen.
If you think about it, Pat, you were doing that the entire time you were in the Butt Boys.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I think that's kind of a cool gig. Right? Like, it's not going to pay the bills.
Yeah, strip club like, DJ. Okay.
No, not strip club cool. DJ. Like, someone gets on and you're like, this like is a lead-in.
Strip club hype man. Got it.
Yeah, strip club hype man that no one wants.
All right.
Yeah. That's a kind of cool job.
That would be a pretty cool job.
Nathan?
Yeah, Nathan, what do you think?
I was about to amend my dream job to being, strip club DJ, because you really painted it nicely. But what I was first thinking is a dream job.
Segment over. 3 votes for strip club DJ.
Yeah, what's your dream job? We all say strip club DJ. To the stage, me, and then you get up and you just. I hope you guys like the 3rd verse of Mrs. New Booty. I know all the words. Here I go.
Up for the interlude, the halftime show is Nasty Nathan Sharp with Death Race 1989.
It is now 4 a.m. and you gotta go home. Death Race 1989. Get him, Nasty Nate.
All right, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Here's the thing.
I had to jump in.
No, I mean, it's good to be a strip club DJ. We can't deny it. We have to say that that's one of the top jobs. But
first responders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, first responders, and yeah, we gotta love those people, man. We gotta love our first responders.
Yeah, our EMTs, our ER nurses, and our strip club DJs. All the first responders out there.
I like how all the strip club DJs are like, I'm going syphilitic and crazy. So little COVID's not gonna hurt.
Okay, all right. Nate,
okay.
What were you saying?
I think it would be cool to be the best person in the world at something, because literally there's a small professional market for everything, but then there's sponsors. And whoever's the best person in the world gets sponsorships. So, imagine being, there's like pistol shooting champions, people that have like old Wild West revolver skills. That's a pretty cool job. Just to be your job is just shooting stuff real fast, and then you get sponsorships that pay you to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Or like being
you
like,
guys
I'm a
ever heard
Rubik's Cube champion, and you get a speed cube that's like real well greased, and then people like, they inscribe your
Greasy
signature
cubes.
on it and send it to worse speed cubers who buy it for $29.95 a pop.
I feel like you could get a bigger cut of that, but yeah, that's fine.
You guys ever heard of a man by the name of Bobby Badfingers?
What's he the greatest in the world at?
It sounds like he fingers people.
What do you? Okay. Bobby Badfingers. What do you think he is the best in the world at?
Fingering.
No.
It's like, I'm 35 and I still finger people.
Nate, do you have a guess?
I was thinking he was like a hand snapper, like before fights. They're like, we need to pump up the crowd, like West Side Story. Bring Bobby Badfingers in here to give us a real good, snap down before the smackdown, that kind of thing.
It's not too far off. He is a professional snapper.
He's a snapper.
And
he was right.
He basically is like a kind of guy you would see on like America's Got Talent, and he'll perform songs, and the only rhythm that he performs on it is his snaps. It's pretty great. There's not much video of him out there because he came into my consciousness maybe 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember where I saw him. Probably America's Got Talent, or probably just the YouTube hole.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was like the AV Club. Probably the AV Club. They tend to direct me towards weird pop culture things. Bobby Badfinger. So in terms of like best in the world, that guy's doing it, snapping, living his dream. Probably not doing what Pat said, but other stuff.
But do you want to be the best in the world at something that somebody else finds at best annoying?
I mean, here's the thing about Bobby Badfingers. Can he get sponsorship money? Are there snapping sponsors, like finger guards and
Rice Krispies or something?
So you're looking for the best at something. So like what would be an example of what you'd want to be the best at, or a person who's already the best at something that is sponsored, but not like an obvious one?
Well, like here's what the best strip club DJ in the world would get in terms of sponsorships. Well, they'd get a big cut of the gate because they'd be a high quality. Imagine like one of these name brand DJs DJing at a strip club. They could command extra money for the cover. All right, let's think of it different.
Guys are shuffling in. They're like, I come here for the broken women, but I stay for Bobby Badfingers. Right, like that.
I mean, there's a few people that came for Bobby Badfingers. They're like, I love that Badfingers. He's a great strip
Bobby
club
Badfingers
DJ / snap.
Also a strip club DJ. Yeah.
I mean, we can't say that he picked the right career path. To be the best in the world at snapping and to have like less, monetization. There you go. Having fewer monetization opportunities than your standard strip club DJ. That's tough. I mean, do you think he gets sponsors? Do you think people pay him for that? I mean, he got an America's Got Talent, so.
I think it's America Was Talent. We just want to be grammatically correct here.
That's right. America Was Talent, because it was a rerun.
America Has Talent.
America had talent back then.
Oh. Yeah. We need to get back to that.
Yeah,
back to talent.
2 votes for strip club.
You will not find it here.
Oh, fuck. All right. What about, like, if you were the best at, like, devil sticks or something? Just, like, spinning that third stick.
I think devil sticks are terrible. And it's not just because of their pseudo-satanic name.
You don't like devil sticks, dude? Have you ever seen someone, like, get after it?
Have you?
Yeah.
I just know them as like those confusing sticks that one annoying person that knows has. And you try it out for a few seconds and you give it back to them because it's hard.
Oh no, you let them do it. I mean, it's art.
Oh.
You went up to somebody that was doing devil sticks and were like, let me have those.
Doesn't everyone try to do devil sticks when you see them?
Oh my God, dude.
You try to balance the one stick between the other sticks. You give it a whirl. And you're like, oh, this is hard.
You go up to buskers and be like, hey, let me play that guitar.
No,
I'm with
because
you.
that I know what that feels like. No one knows what
I know,
devil sticks
sitting
feel
on the
like.
dock of the bay better than you.
Yeah, let me play you this song I hate. It's called Death Race 1989.
I like that.
No, you don't
The market
Take-
goers will love it.
take some kid's devil sticks.
Well, I'm
Let
not
him
taking
show
it
you
from
what he knows.
from a real busker. You know, there's those middle school aspiring buskers. Take it from them.
Oh, you let them do their thing. I can't believe you would steal someone's devil sticks. That's very telling.
Well, I
Yeah,
wouldn't steal them.
it's
I'd borrow
beautiful.
them. I'd ask them, "Hey, can I play your devil sticks?" I mean, I've never done it to a busker. I don't know when the last time
This is the
I don't know
thing,
if I've actually ever touched a pair of devil sticks. But the point remains,
Yeah.
we deserve to. We,
If
the
you see a
public of
kid-
non-devil stick touchers. That sounds wrong.
Doing devil sticks.
Huh.
The kid has social problems. Okay? If you go up to a devil stick guy and he has the confidence to stand up and do devil sticks, and you ask him, "Hey man, can I borrow your devil sticks?" He doesn't have the wherewithal to say no. He doesn't have that kind of confidence. No person that's doing devil sticks in public has the confidence to turn down a stranger asking them something absurd. And you knew that, and you did it anyway.
Well, I'm just trying to listen. It's a new year, new me. That guy's got to level up, and I got to level up. And part of my leveling up is asking for what I want.
It's
And part of
stealing
that
devil
involves,
sticks.
asking that guy, "Hey, I mean, get a turn of those devil sticks. Let me see if I can
Yeah.
make them run."
Hey, I noticed you can't make eye contact with me. Do you mind if I steal your things? Okay. That's what you did.
I mean, you're making it sound pretty easy and fun.
First off, if you see someone that's doing devil sticks in public, there is 100% chance that you can kick their ass.
Well, I mean, that goes mostly without saying, except you have these sticks. You know, they can clearly, they're very dexterous with them. Yeah, I think they could do some damage. What if they throw that middle devil stick at you with another stick?
Are you arguing against you stealing devil sticks? You stole the devil sticks.
Well, I asked for them
I stole the
politely,
devil sticks.
and I took a turn at them.
Stole the devil sticks. Were you able to do anything?
Was I able to do anything? No.
Yeah,
I would
did
have
you do any
just
tricks?
drop them.
Did you just throw them on a fire? What did you do?
Well, all right. So if you're gonna take someone's devil sticks, you're gonna give it a few tries, and you're gonna say this is tough, and then you're gonna just sort of gently lay them at the feet of the person who had them, because they're on.
Okay, I'm gonna be the devil.
You know, they're hula
Hold on.
hooping or
Let's-
playing with fireballs. They move on.
No. We're gonna act this out. You're gonna be you. You're gonna come up to me. I'm gonna be a kid that's he's using all his courage to devil stick in public for the first time. Okay, you be you. Ask me if you can take my devil sticks and then take them for a whirl. Okay, and I'm just gonna be me. I'm here.
Well, wait a minute.
This is
Do I
me
have to
spinning
go
'em.
by your script, or can I say it like I would say to someone?
No, you
in a
come
way
up
that
to me and ask me for these devil sticks. You take them for a whirl. So I'm devil sticking in public. This is my first time.
Well, if I'm
very
gonna
scared.
say them, like, all right, here.
No,
let me-
you see me in public. You see me. You're going to go up. You're going to ask me. I'm trying very hard. I'm sweating a little bit.
Let's do this.
Helicopter.
Holy smoke!
You got to get.
Wow! Oh my
I have all
gosh,
three in
dude,
my
that
hands
is a
now.
great job you're doing there.
I'm avoiding your eye contact. Thank you.
Wow. Hey, I
Very-
think
You're, very,
you're
very
pretty
close to
good.
me.
You could
you.
you can probably make a lot of money doing this. How long you been out here? Probably
This
light
is
them
my
on
first time.
fire. Hey, I bet if
You're
you lit
very
them on
close.
fire, people would. I know it's your first hour. You've only made about $1.75. You could really turn
Please
this up.
please don't light these on fire.
We need to
This
monetize.
is, my mom got these for me. I don't
your
know
mom.
who you
That's
are.
cool. Your mom must be a cool lady. Hey, do you mind if
my
I give
best
those
friend.
things a try? I want to see the weight of them because, like, I could go get some lighter fluid, and if they're light enough now, we could weigh those felt tips down, and we could just weigh them down in a little bit of lighter fluid. We could set this on fire. We could get you some real money.
Excuse me.
Oh, here, no, just let me
Excuse me.
just hold
We're
these.
trying to hacky sack here.
Hey, go in with those guys in hacky sack for a second.
Yes,
I'm going to ask you for pointers. So, you're a great hacker too.
You just kind of took them.
Ah, man, hold on. I just dropped the third one. So how do you do this? You hold it between?
Yeah, I mean, I worked very hard.
Toss it up, right? Years. And then you kind of, hold on, I got it. Oh, no.
You shouldn't try to baseball bat hit them. That's not. You want to spin them. You want it to be artistic, and you want it to flow.
All right, hold on.
You're being very you're scaring me.
This is hard, dude. I'm not. I didn't mean to scare you. Here, no, hold on. There.
I didn't
put him down. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to scare you. Hey, listen, guys. Scared. Am I scaring him?
No.
Are you sure? See, I'm not scaring you.
My pants are wet.
Oh shit, dude. All right. Well, have a good one. Hey, you guys. Does one of you have any change?
Are you gonna hurt me? Can I leave?
You have a quarter I could borrow? All right, cool. All right. There you go. There you go. All right, I'm gone. No, you're good. You're good. Don't worry. But I'll come back with that lighter fluid. Let's get you some money, buddy. All right. See you later.
I'm never gonna see the light of day again. Okay. And that's how that would go. That's basically you scared someone into letting him touch your stuff.
Well, I mean, I guess that when we played the scenario through, what you're saying sounds reasonable.
Yeah, you definitely just went up to someone and stole their thing.
But I didn't mean to. I did it all in a really nice way. I was very courteous about their feelings. I mean,
I don't know, man. I feel like you shouldn't. I know that there's a lot of sayings, but I feel like you shouldn't steal a child's devil sticks is one of them.
Like, how old was this guy you were playing? How
he was definitely in his 30s. Young 30.
Young 30, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was pretty reasonable.
You just made that kid an incel.
Well, what do you think? You got what you need?
I think I got what I need. So here, I'm going to read this before writing the next song. I promise that this song will have no Death Race 1989 references. Other than that, words don't matter.
Fuck you, Paul Rudd.
Yeah, right.
And then I also wrote down that I should put some stank on it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
good emphasis on words.
You all like the sound of Axl Rose being pleasured. So, yeah, you like that. So, listen, I can't help what you freaks like. The people like that, so we have to deliver. And then I have to put emphasis. Did you also write down that
words don't matter?
Yeah, I wrote down words don't matter. I wrote down to put down some emphasis down. So it's like, words don't matter. Yeah. So it's like, stank, put on it.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be awful. Great.
Put some stank on it. You got to really put some stank on it.
I understand all those words. I think that's a disadvantage.
And so we have dream jobs there. Yeah, what's your thing?
You got your dream job. But I just think, consider the last time I kind of gave you verbal thrashing for the song you played us, right?
Yeah. But keep in mind,
if you don't have lyrics, if you don't have the actual lyrics, I can't be mad at those lyrics.
You were mad at the lyrics last time.
Those are terrible lyrics.
What if I copied the exact music, tightened it up a little bit, i.e., I made it so that I could hear the beat I was playing along to? All right. What if they had totally different words, except for maybe the ones about the acid mines, and the thrusting?
Yeah, I mean, we've all watched The Simpsons. We don't need to make more references.
All right, here we go. So here's what you want. You want a song about dreams and dream jobs that don't involve being a death race driver, as much of a fantasy as that is.
Oh, you
want a lot of nothing in there. You want the song to be primarily nothing.
Well, all right. So you could start off with you could start the song. You'd be like, "I'm in the zone," and you can hear like a phrase or something, right? So you got the opening pulls you in. You're like, oh yeah, he's in the zone, and then you're like, bitch, oh, and you're just like, people are gonna like that, but they're not gonna know the words that like rhyme with zone. But there's a lot of them, so they're just gonna like make up their own. See what I'm saying?
Pat, I think this is terrible. I think the zone is much more amorphous than a concept like a death car.
I'm not saying use the phrase "I'm in the zone."
Oh,
okay?
Don't use that. Oh,
you
because
could sell
great.
AutoZone with that sentence. But what I'm saying is you have think of Informer, right? People
What
only
is
know
this
one
song?
word in Informer.
Do they say Informer?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah, look up that song. Look up Bobby Badfingers a week ahead. Make sure you get them all in there. Don't forget Bobby Badfingers.
Bobby Badfingers. Check.
Bobby Badfingers was what Freddie Got Fingered was based on.
That's not right.
Yeah. That probably would have been a better movie. That was a mess.
Yeah, well, except for that scene that'll live in infamy about Daddy liking some sausage. That part was great.
Yeah. You could put a part in, you could put a breakdown where you just rip off Freddie Got Fingered and talk and ask your dad if he likes sausage.
But no, we just started talking about that, like, in order to get it into the song. I feel like it didn't come up organically.
Well, you know what, though? I would say this. Tom Green and Nasty Nathan Sharp share a lot of the same energy. That energy is, I'd say, sexually frightening.
I mean, they both found their biggest successes in Canada.
It's true.
Listen,
And,
here's the deal.
you know.
Here's the deal. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I can do anything you ask me to do, except I can't rip off a Freddy Got Fingered because I've never seen this movie, and it's on my refuse to watch list.
Oh no!
There's 10 movies that I can't ever watch, and that's
You have a
one.
no-fly list? You have a no-fly list for movies?
I have a no-fly list
What
for
else
movies.
you got? Like, what else is on there?
Cars 2, Planes. Those are on there.
There's 3? You put 3 for one? You could just say the Cars movies. That's not.
I
you
have
don't do
10
3.
movies, and I don't want to watch those. So I'm
Okay.
putting them on the list. As I was saying, Cars 2,
They get-
Cars 3. Any given Sunday.
Okay.
On the
I agree with that.
waterfront.
Oh,
Because the killing, the frightening animals dying.
Yeah, sure.
That's
Dead
not
presidents. That face makeup gets me every
That's
time.
Watership
That's
Down.
creepy. You know, the thing with the face paint
Watership Down.
when they're robbing the bank. Can't watch that.
Yep, dead presidents.
Requiem for a Dream, I'm never watching again. Also, throw that movie Pie in there. Requiem for a Dream was good. That Pie movie made no
my
sense.
God.
I'm not watching that one
I
again.
was literally going to say both of those movies. Yes, those are bad movies.
Memento, I'm never watching. I'm going to have a tough time with that,
Ooh.
and I refuse to watch something that's a chore. That movie sounds like a chore.
It's good. That one is not a chore.
It's not a
for
chore.
A Christopher Nolan movie, and then I feel like he was like, how can I make this more confusing? And then he made Tenet, which is a very big chore.
Yeah, Memento's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's very easy to follow. It's very well done. It's not like big over budget. It's a very accessible movie.
Well,
You got a lot of the guys from The Matrix in there.
I'm glad that
Yeah,
people
2 of them.
watched it,
Joey
because
Pants?
I'm not going to. It's on the list,
Should all right,
and it can't be
should,
taken off.
But I understand.
All right, here's what else is
Did
left.
you guys see Tenet first? You guys-
Oh.
No, I haven't seen Tenet.
Christopher
Okay, I think
Nolan's been really bothering me
We might have
lately.
talked about this. We might have talked about this already. Did we talk about it? I think we talked about it.
I don't know.
Tenet. I don't know.
It sounds familiar.
But anyway, what else is on the list?
Let's see. I mean, we have a lot of them. We have Raging Bull. I'm a Rocky man. I'm not going to watch Raging Bull.
I'm not going to watch the better movie.
It's not the better movie. How could it be the better movie? I've seen Rocky and it's great. Don't tell me it's a better movie. Did it have sequels?
Great logic.
Yeah. I like how you're like, I already saw the best one. I'm not going to allow another challenger.
Hey, Nate. I have some news for you. Raging Bull actually did have a sequel.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
I'm Googling right now because I don't remember it, but it came out 8 years ago.
Was it Taxi Driver, where the first Raging Bull was so bad that he had to go on a killing spree to cure it?
2016. Sorry, 2016.
Does it have De Niro in it?
No, it has an actor named William Forsythe, which I can recognize him as the. You guys ever see that movie Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo? He was the cop who kept following around Robert Schneider and like showing him his penis and stuff. Weird guy, but I recognize him from that.
Just throws it out there. Great movie.
Yeah, he's like, does this look like is this Dick Little to you? I don't know. You're a gigolo. Tell me, is this Dick Little?
I like how
small dick.
I like how he refuses to watch Raging Bull, but then you bring up Deuce Bigelow, and he's like, "Great movie."
Because it has a sequel. Because it has a sequel.
Jesus, what's the all right? So I'm not really paying attention to how many movies you named, but I think you're falling quite short of 10.
I mean,
give me at least 2 more.
I'll save at least the rest of I want to save some of the spaces for movies that might come out in the future. So there is that. If you only get 10 in your life, you have to watch every other movie.
You just have a no-fly list, and there's only, for some reason, there's only 10. There's only 10 spots, and you want to keep them open? That's ridiculous.
You got to keep them open. All right.
Well,
what
let's
else
get these
am I
last couple
not
movies
watching?
in, and then we'll probably let you get on your way so you can. We don't want to take up any of your valuable songwriting time.
I got some. This is valuable time. Listen, I can't watch Freddy Got Fingered, so we have to think of another movie not on the no-fly list that I can pull from. What are other movies on the no-fly list? Oh, I'm not going to see that movie Unbreakable with Mark Wahlberg. That's out.
You're talking about Unbreakable with Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
No, what's the one where Mark Wahlberg joins the Philadelphia Eagles?
Invincible is what
not gonna watch that one.
It took me several years to figure out that it's called Invincible because his character's name is Vince.
Yeah.
Really?
It turns out just at the end is that it's Vince McMahon. He goes on to make the WWE.
Not quite true, but don't fact check us on that. But yeah, so Invincible, last one. What else you got?
Well, I can tell you I haven't seen Gone with the Wind yet. And it probably won't happen at this point.
Canceled.
Oh, was I thinking about Gone with the Wind? I was thinking about The Sound of Music. But you can put both of them on that list. They're far enough down the list for me to watch that, I'll get to every other movie before them.
Both those were when they were on VHS. When they were on VHS, those are a couple double tapers.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut out the double tape movies. I don't need to see Braveheart again. Or Titanic.
What?
I saw it 100 times as a 7th grader. 100 times.
So have I. I saw it so many times.
Hot for Leo. But yeah, so that's my movie list now. But it's amendable, amendable.
Yeah.
I'm amenable to amending the list.
We'll come back. We'll come back next week with some more of our no-fly list, maybe some recommendations for the no-fly list, or maybe recommendations that we think you all should see. But guys, got anything else before we wrap up and let you get on your way? Let you write some songs, let the creative juices flow all over your keyboard.
I'm hot for it.
All right, well, good stuff, guys. Good stuff, guys. We will get back to you after this.
I was making food tonight, and I started singing "This Is How We Do It" by Montel Jordan.
Classic.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that this dog Wallace loved it because he like approached me with his like ears perked and was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, he looked so interested. I thought he was gonna like jump in and start spitting a few bars, but then he just started barking at me like I was attacking him. Like it went from him being like, "Yeah, this is cool," to him being like, "You gotta fucking stop." And
he just wanted to
and
know
I
how
tried
do
to get a recording of it. I like tried to, so like I was gonna send it to you, Nate. I was gonna take a video of me just singing. This is how we do it, and I started singing the first verse. I got through half of the first verse, and the dog just looked out the window like forlornly, like he knew that I was recording him, and he was like, "Nah, you don't get that again." And he just like looked out the window like a villain from like a '90s corporate drama. It was really weird. All right.
Which 90s courtroom drama? Devil's Advocate?
Corporate drama. And
okay.
I guess, any of them, if there are any, I don't know.
Did you ever see that movie, Devil's Advocate?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, great stuff. I mean,
that's pretty good.
Yeah. I like that southern accent that Keanu Reeves has some of the movie.
I like how Al Pacino's like, "I love the smell of sulfur. Hoo-ah!"
There's this great part where Keanu Reeves is up at Al Pacino's apartment, I think with like Al Pacino's secretary or something, and Keanu Reeves looks around and he's like, "Where's his bed?" And she's like, "Oh, he doesn't have a bed." He's like, "Where does he sleep?" She's like, "He doesn't sleep." It's like, "Where does he fuck?" And Al Pacino walks in and goes, "Everywhere."
That was a really good over the top Pacino.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Every time I see him act, I simultaneously think, how on earth is this guy an actor? And also he's the greatest actor in the world.
Yeah. Well, you watch him in old stuff and you're like, "Oh, I get it. Like this guy's legit." But then like even in movies where he's great, like in Heat, it's like he does a great job, but there's still like certain scenes where he's like, "She's got a great ass."
Yeah, that is so out of place, but man, just having that said to Hank Azaria and he's just like shocked or he's just like so confused at what he's doing. I'm like, I guess it plays right because that's what he needed. He's trying to confuse this guy into turning.
Yeah,
and she's got that fat ass.
I don't like Al Pacino talking about those things. It's not. Can you all hear me? Okay. I don't think he's he's a sexual man.
What if I change his name to Albert Pacino?
Well, Albert Pacino, that's a fucking solid name right there. I can work with that. Albert Pacino gets it on.
You think so?
I think so.
You think Albert Pacino gets it on more than Al Pacino?
Well, we're talking about caliber. I'm talking about quality and caliber. And I think Albert Pacino really knows his stuff.
So your story about when he was getting his SAG card. He goes in and he's like, "I want to be Albert Pacino," and they're like, "Oh, there's already someone with that name." It's like, "Oh, you can call me Al."
That's real?
Well, that's not real.
And the person was like, "Yeah, buddy, you can call me. When you call me, you can call me Al."
Oh God, we can cut that out. That was dumb.
No, that's great,
guys.
All right,
it's the best song ever written, so I think we can reference it as much as we want.
I think I owed it to the listeners to bring myself down to Nate's level after last week's performance. Pat, your turn.
Yeah, you know what? It's. I'll say this: after the last song, it was bad. Now you got to do a good song because the last one was bad.
All right. And
if you don't, you remember you said you'd let us cut off your pinkies.
Here's the deal, Pat.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, lose your pinkies.
Do you want to hear what the deal is? I went in hard.
Yeah.
I went in hard. I don't know what you'll think because, quite frankly, I question your taste. I have spent days.
My what?
I have spent days in your Puddle of Mud playlists, and I absolutely question what you have done. I had to cleanse my algorithms with a steady diet of meatloaf and Tyrannosaurus Rex. It was
Now hold on. For the listeners,
it was a heroin.
I love Puddle of Mud.
Really?
No, I don't. That was a joke. I can't
Well,
even.
you can love
I can't even
Puddle
do a
of Mud.
fake. No, I can't. I don't though. I don't like that. I don't like.
Are they
There's
one
a
of those
band that sings
Christian
that one
bands
song.
that sing about being like a puddle of mud? Are they like a Creed style?
Yeah,
Clay,
you're thinking of jars of clay.
ashes to ashes, puddles of mud to puddles of mud.
Jars of clay. They count only blue cars. Oh man, I haven't thought about that. We need to get into 90s rock alternative ASAP, because that song will rent your heart. Heart renting.
They're definitely not a Christian band.
No.
They
sing that one song about
Blurry.
Jesus. They sing that one song about Jesus. She fucking hates me.
It's just about.
A lot of people don't know.
Joseph's like, why won't Mary have sex with me? She fucking hates me.
Yeah. Ever since she got laid by God, you just really haven't been able to hit the spot. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I can't live up to God.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you made a workbench? Oh, you made a sawhorse? My guy, he makes the world and the universe. He made light. And he was just like, she fucking hates me. The son of God's in her womb. She fucking hates me.
So they sang that song, and then they also had that one, Blurry, right? That's Puddle of Mud.
I don't know if I remember Blurry. You're going to have to sing it for me.
Oh, I got it, guys. All right, listeners, settle in. It's like, everything's so blurry and everything's so gray. Everything is heaven, everything is so messed up.
Right.
Let me see if I can get the chorus.
Do you think he was sad?
That song's about
yeah. Can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? When you shove it in my face.
That song could be about space. Like, you could replace face with space and, maybe put a little bit about death rays and cars. And, like, it could be a good one. Maybe put in some buzz pedals.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, God. Good segue? Oh, boy.
Great segue.
Yeah, oh, boy. All right, so our prediction last week was that when we had our, is this a rejoinder? I think it's a rejoinder. I'm not sure.
It's a rejoinder. Yeah. Right now we're doing a rejoinder.
So, yeah, it's been a week since we last made fun of Porno for his last song.
Nate.
And our joke was that, Nate, for the viewers that don't know him, sometimes I let it slip that his nickname in our group friends is Porno. But
we were kids. What were we thinking?
What were we thinking?
To grow up. How were we supposed to know that he would grow up to be an adult?
Yeah,
Terrible.
right. Yeah. But the joke was that he was going to make another song worse or the same, the exact same song as Death Race 1989, a song that we both just hated. Which, if you're going to use, drops from that episode about me being unhappy with your work, like, that's the best place to go for those. Nate.
Listen, here's what I'm gonna do. When I go back and I get my drops. I'm gonna get them from everywhere I please. Listen, I'm gonna find impersonators, imposters, actors. I'm going all over the place. I've got methods, Patrick. I have methods, and I know people.
Well, before we get to the song, I think we should do let's do our ad reads, get those out of the way, and then get into this song. That's what the people want to hear.
We have to get paid, and I put in a lot of labor hours. You all owe me a lot of money.
Right. So yeah, obviously Blue Chew, we love you. They're not going to pay us this week, but you know what? I took a Blue Chew last week. I've been hard this entire time just to messant for the entire week. And I got to say, if they're going to put in the extra work, I'm going to put in the extra work. I don't even have. I'm just hanging out in isolation, so it's really it's a pure waste of an erection for a full week of erections to just go by. And the only thing that's going on really is it's as lonely as I am. So thank you, Blue Chew. You've made me really think about decisions I've made that led up to this point in my life. But you're not paying us, but I love you and thank you for all you did for my boner. Max, next read, please.
Oh, we're not going any more Blue Chew?
Well, they're not paying us this week.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, right. I'm just.
So, this was a long week. I just wanted to come home and come, because I still commute to work, and just kick my feet up with a nice ice cold Coors Light. There's nothing colder and fresher than the Rocky Mountain water they use to make nice, refreshing Coors Light. Every time I go to Colorado, I think to myself, how can I get me one of those fresh Coors Lights right from the tap? I just go and dip my head in the stream, and there it is. That's Coors Light, because most people don't know when the mountains melt, it's all Coors Light. Not quite as carbonated as it used to be, but still just as refreshing and delicious as when you crack open one of those silver bullets.
We are hot for the Rockies here, people.
Yeah, and you know what? The cool thing about Coors Light is they know who they are, and the thing that I like about their ad agency is that they told us, tell us a real story about your life, and tell us why you love Coors Light, and just be honest, because that's what people want to hear. And my story is that, like, if I'm gonna get blackout drunk drinking some like bullshit beer, I go for a beer that really doesn't get in my way, right? Because sometimes you want to get just hammered, you want to get blackout, you want to forget the decisions that led you to this isolation and this boner that won't go away. And you're thinking, and you just want to get blotto, man. And you don't want a beer, you don't want like a heavy beer that's going to make you think like, oh, this is hard, right? You want something that you almost don't even notice you're drinking. And that's when I reach for Coors Light. Easiest to drink beers, Yeah,
Pat, when I'm working out and I just, had a nice hard workout, when I walk 12 miles on the treadmill, way over my 30-minute limit at the gym.
Oh, yeah.
The only cerveza they sell at the gym is Coors Light because it is refreshing. It's got electrolytes. Plants crave it. It's got all of the food groups in it. There's a little bit of strawberry in there, a little bit of celery, some dairy, and the other ones.
Yeah, it's got a mise en place of the different vegetables and food groups. A lot of people don't know there's a full pierogi in every single Coors Light.
Yeah, you turn the can around and it shows all the things in it. One pierogi, a whole head of lettuce, and 2 ounces of ladies' breast milk. Every can of Coors Light.
And it's surprising how easy it is to put those buddies down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a 300-pound guy, and I got to drink a lot of beer if I want to not see what I'm doing correctly. And I got to tell you, the cool thing about Coors Light, you can get those in those 24 packs, and you can just race yourself. You know what I mean? And it says here on the copy, see if you can drink more today than you did yesterday. And I've been doing that in quarantine. A lot of people, they've been doing a lot of different actions. They've been trying to learn new hobbies and stuff, get new talents, get new skills. I've just been trying to drink more beer today than I did yesterday. And I just follow that rubric and that Coors Light puts on the package there. And man, oh man, is it hard to wake up in the morning. But I'll tell you what, I forget my nights. And that's what it's all about when you're in isolation this deep.
ABC, always be Coorsin. That's the slogan. And don't fact check us.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks for the paycheck.
Before we get into it, I'd also just like to say to our Patreons, I know you've been asking for more.
I think it's pronounced patrons.
Of the Patreon patrons. Yeah, sorry. So patrons on our Patreon page, I know you've been demanding more and more popping videos. Again, we're slathering our backs as much as we can with oil and mayonnaise and that kind of stuff. I haven't washed my back in years. This is our biggest moneymaker, and we understand why. The weirdest thing is how positive you guys are. in the popping videos on our Patreon. I don't quite like how positive you are in those responses and your comments. It's a little scary comparatively, where we get made fun of almost 100% every other video we put on Patreon. There's a little too much fawning, I'd say, in the popping videos. But again, we're slaves to the money. We will put out as many popping videos as we can. I know that Nathan has started a My OnlyFans website, again, for one, his feet, and two, his popping videos, which you guys are a little too into. But, it's want, and we need that money. So we'll keep doing it. And, if I ever get a cyst, knock on wood, pray to God, I'll upload that video for you guys. I'll put it behind another paywall, but I know that you'll pay it, you weirdos. Just love doing these videos for you. Max?
Please help me out. Nate, do we have time for a mailbag question? Oh, no, we lost him.
We lost him.
We have time for a mailbag question.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the mail. We have time for a mailbag question. I'm hot for that. I'm hot for the mail.
Dan H. in North Carolina asks, why don't more of your songs sound like Incubus?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know enough about their their chord structure or whatever it is musicians do. I'm just here. I just show up and talk. So why don't more of our songs sound like Incubus? I mean, they're great. They got me through a lot of hard times. As I always say, that Stellar was basically like the space oddity of my childhood. I've always said that.
Yeah.
Way before this week. I've said it for my whole life.
You say it when it's not appropriate.
Yeah. I said it at my brother's wedding. And my best man speech. It was very out of place. But, I think everyone understood what I was trying to say.
I've never seen a crowd cry that much.
They were just happy I didn't say succubus. So,
right.
I think it worked out well. What do you think, Pat? Why don't our songs sound more like Incubus? Should we be saying Incubus more? Maybe the Amazon algorithms will try and sell us more Incubus records if we just talk about them more?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think the easiest thing to do would be to make fun of Incubus in this scenario, right? Like, oh, these sellouts, oh, these guys, they've been popular for a long time, right? And when I was growing up, they were new, they were different, and I liked them. They were part of that, alternative. They weren't new metal, but they were kind of in that vein, right? And they kind of came in.
Like Hoobastank, yeah, we get it.
Stank is a poor man's Incubus, but I would say that. Like Chevelle is a poor man's watered down version of Tool. They're just like worse versions of a good band. But I think Incubus is one of those bands that they can, if you're paying attention, their hits, I think, they play them so much you're kind of bored with them. But that guitarist, he knows what he's doing. He's a good guitarist. Yeah. He's a good guitarist.
It's like Trapped is a poor man's Nickelback. I get it. Do you have any more comparisons?
Take on, I'll take you on. Man, I haven't thought of Trapped in so long. Headstrong to take on, it won't. That's Trapped, right?
Sure is.
I thought that song was too angsty as a teen. I remember being like, oof, I'm not this bad, am I? I don't think I was. I would agree.
It's like how Uncle Kracker is a poor man's Eminem.
I would say Uncle Kracker is a poor man's Kid Rock.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
And how is Uncle Kracker doing, man? I hope he's good. He had a slew of hits.
Do you think his nieces and nephew call him Uncle Kracker?
Yeah.
Or you think they call him? You think they call him Uncle Kracker?
That'd be good. Uncle Kracker. Yeah, that'd be great.
Do you think his children call him Daddy Kracker? What's up, Daddy Kracker?
Probably just call him Dad.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that though.
No, probably not. You should start calling your dad Daddy Cracker, Nate. See how that flies.
See how that flies. We'll see how it goes.
I guarantee your dad does so many things where he just, like, his response is to just let it pass. Like, don't make us stink of this. He'll just keep doing it.
Oh, like that, the strategy where you don't react to something because once you get a reaction, morons will grasp onto it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I bet you come home from, like, for Thanksgiving every year and you're like, oh, Daddy Cracker, how are you? And your dad just hugs you and loves you for real and just, like, makes eye contact with your mother and her eyes are all big, like, what do we do? And he just shakes his head once and she nods. And then you keep saying, like, sex man or something, or Uncle Daddy Cracker, you know, any of your terrible sayings, and people just allow you to say them, but they don't give you any reinforcement either.
Listen, when you say terrible sayings, I haven't said the words Daddy Cracker until you mentioned Uncle Cracker, when I was specifically mentioning all of these bands that you have poisoned all of my algorithms with, because you're like, hey, you gotta listen to Incubus, you gotta listen to this Puddle of Mud. I am human clay now. Listen.
This is not the argument I made.
This is decidedly unsex man behavior.
I never said listen. I would never tell anyone to listen to Puddle of Mud. I wouldn't make Puddle of Mud listen to Puddle of Mud.
Listen, I was going into Incubus because you were talking about the Incubus, and I was seeing what people that like Incubus also like, and it was a non-stop parade of your Puddles of Muds and your I'm trapped in the dirts and all these. It was just nonsense, pure angsty nonsense. People that need to release a nice
Uncle
bowel
Cracker
movement.
is tearing us apart.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't like Incubus when I was a child, but I'm also not going to pretend like I like Incubus now. But I will acknowledge that guitarist, guy knows what he's doing. Guy's a good guitarist.
I mean, he was a professional musician for the last 25 years or so.
I mean, he knew what he was doing before they got popular.
Yeah, 25 years. That means pretty soon we'll see him in Cleveland for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You think they'll invite us?
Me,
25 years. That's your induction. Yeah. That's when you get inducted in 25 years after your first album. So
we'd like to thank Pat Lyle for defending us on Is This a Hit? Is it a hit?
Is a hit. This
is hit? Question mark.
Well, all right. Really looking forward to that. Can't wait to go to Cleveland. Haven't been there in a couple of years. Happy to celebrate another Cavs championship, 5 in a row. And yeah, it's going to be great. Right on the Lake Ontario.
Yeah.
It's a great lake. Fantastic.
Yep.
It's a pretty good lake. Yeah. And the river can catch on fire. And Incubus can serenade you to sleep with songs like Drive.
Did you know that an incubus is the opposite of a succubus? Like, instead of being a dude that's been sucked down, it's just a demon man that just spreads his demon seed or something. I don't like this. I don't like anything about the implications of this band.
That's
I want no part of an incubus around me.
Wedding.
I mean,
that's why I went well at my brother's wedding. Yeah.
There you go.
Great. Killed. That joke killed. So did he.
People loved it. Yeah.
Loved it.
All right. Well, do we have any more in the mailbag? As always, you guys can send us mail to isthisahit at stink.dog.
No, and, we have a new email address. It's isthisahit at carl.fuzz.com.
Okay, carl.fuzz.com.
Yeah.
Make sure you put in the subject Daddy Uncle Cracker. That'll let us know that you've been listening. We'll read those ones first.
It'll get routed to the right sub inbox. Yes.
Yeah. Now, as long as Karen can handle keeping the inbox clean, we have a lot of work. We got a lot of work in that inbox. It's just a mess. It really is like hacking through the jungle. It's not fun. I'll say this: you guys are bad writers. You don't know how to write an email, and also, I'm almost positive that Nate asked for this. There's a surprising amount of dick pics in our email inbox. I'm not real enthused to read through those. But yes, Nate, if you contest going, please make that stop. Thank
you know, you got to keep a nice narrative story structure going. So I encourage people to send me them, you know, semi-weekly so that we really get a good, you know, good progression of what the states of, you know, their undercarriages looks like throughout the weeks, the months, and the years. They'll be happy when they have it later.
I gotta believe that this is illegal.
No, these people are all consenting adults, and I'm a consenting adult. I'm just keeping a rather large email list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's what are the hogs on our listeners like? They got what I've seen. I'm like, hey, they're doing better than me, but like it just seems like a lot of them could use a tidying up. I'd say.
Yeah. Here's the thing. What I've noticed is that among particularly our listeners, their hygiene habits have really started to go downhill since winter hit.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, you know how sometimes people choose to draw, you know, they'll make these abstract sketches. Sometimes people aren't the best artists, but, you know, those people that do draw, they often do draw the little squiggly stink lines just coming right out from, you know, from below their waistline. So, I mean, it doesn't bode the best, but on camera, everything looks pretty decent.
And you know what? If you guys want to send us before and after pictures of you know, COVID isolation, like what's your area look like down before, all nice and kept, and then, you know, as time goes on and you've been in isolation, you got your frightening unkempt dick picture. You guys can do that. Nate, you can rate those. Maybe you'll write a song about it.
That's right. And also our sponsor, Blue Chew, is asking for before and after Blue Chew pictures.
I'm telling you, we're not getting paid this week by Blue Chew. I'm nearly certain.
They're paying us in pics.
We all figured
right.
that some sponsors would drop. So, people, I'd like to talk to you.
It's weird that Blue Chew dropped us after dick pics. That's the weirdest thing to me, right?
We're not that kind of company.
But they don't know.
That's what they said.
They don't know
what that kind of company.
What the creative process is about. And I'd like to talk to you all about the creative process.
Crowdsourcing a bunch of dick pics. Keep going, Nate.
Listen,
Speaking
my email list is like a veritable Humans of New York.
We're ready to hear the song. I think we're ready to hear the song.
All right. Let me give you some backstory into this song. There were some notes that you had. I tried to address them. You all didn't like the very well-written, but maybe slightly underperformed Death Race 1989 track. And you know what? You have your opinions. So I may or may not have completely redone all my thoughts about what taste is. Or I may have just repackaged the exact same thing in a more fantastic format.
If you made another Death Race 1989 song, my God.
Listen, I'm really going for a rock opera here. I'm going for a rock opera here. So this song, I can tell you, it doesn't reference death or races or even years. But it falls in the same universe. It's part of the same universe.
All right. Just let's rip this fucking Band-Aid off, huh?
All right. Here we go. Let
me get my notes out, you piece of shit.
This is the first time for the podcast, but this is actually a pre-recorded song.
Yeah.
Which I'm very excited about. I'm excited for production value.
You jerks demanded effort. It was not...
Expectations are high.
Not pleasurable to go through. I'll tell you that much. 10 out of 10 will not do this again.
Now, Max, we had a lot of contests that we started.
All right, you all are patched in.
We got the money for.
Oh,
can you?
So what,
And,
what does this mean, patched in first, before we get to the contest?
It means I have to connect the output of my hula to your thingamadoodle.
Got it.
You can hear me.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Matrix when they plug in?
Yep. Joy Pants.
Yep, that's what this is. Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, that we have like set aside to be part of a contest.
Uh-huh.
And here's what I was thinking: is we just say someone, like we'll say a fake name, right? Like, oh, Roger in Palestine, you won
the hands in the hard body contest.
You won the hands in the hard body contest. 50% of the proceeds, but we just don't. We don't give anybody any money. We keep that money. What
the listeners don't know is that Roger in Palestine is actually an anagram for Max and Pat get all the money.
The perfect plan. I hope nobody in our fan base knows how to do anagrams well. I put a lot of time into making sure that Roger in Palestine is also a full sentence. But yeah, exactly.
Who taught Dan anagrams?
That's a good song name. Who taught Dan anagrams? Hey, are you writing this down?
No. Absolutely not. That's too convoluted. That's one of those songs. A real song's got a name like Tony.
I am rewatching 30 Rock right now, and there's a joke in, I think, season 2 where he the Black Crusaders are following him, and he's like, "This is an anagram for this," and Jack's like, "Who taught Tracy anagrams?"
Yeah, he's pissed about it. That's good. Well, I think this is what I think is that we'll keep making up contests, having our listeners send in money, send in dick pics, whatever, and then we'll keep pretending like someone won. We'll just keep that money.
Got it.
And yeah, that'll be another way that we fund this podcast. So far, people have been really good with their money, like frighteningly easy to steal all these people's money.
Yeah, good thing we're patched in right now, which means no one can hear us.
Just a bunch of rubes out there. Bunch of rubes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about grifting over charities and, kids' hospitals and whatnot a little bit later. We'll do that via carrier pigeon so no one has any communication of it. So
that's good. That's a good idea. Do we have a song yet?
Yeah, this song's called Tony.
Screeching tires, blaring horns, an ice-covered street. The heart of Detroit, the smell of leaking engines in the sleet. A rumbling bus hurtles down Woodward Avenue. Tony's got a little secret, we've all got secrets too. His mother thinks he's a night watchman, and in the daytime he's a shut-in. But like the cars in the street, his dream's motor keeps on running. At his destination past, the oil fire's burning. Where Frankie sings in leather gloves, Tony walks down the turn. Dragging a black case, rolling in the asphalt, he slips into the one place where he can take his mask off and thinks, skibidi-la-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa, 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 skibidi-doo. There's oil on the carpet, loose change on the floor. Sticky spots from spilled drinks, commotion the night before. He greets the manager, the bartender, the dancers dressing in the back. Then he unpacks on the stage his point of attack. There's a sparkle on the metal, there's a gleam in his eye. The turntable is ready, but he's feeling a bit shy. The doors swing wide open, customers start to bust in. There's a job to be done and his comrades, they trust him. Hey Tony, get on up to play. Come on, we're waiting, Tony. You're a strip club DJ. There's a fight in the back. but I think the bouncers just jumped him. There's dollars on the floor, they're few, but they're coming. There's glitter and there's glam, beer filling the glasses. There's spectacle poles, not to mention bouncing asses. There's glisten hot lace, high heels and steam. One girl is backstage wondering what it all means. Is this all there is? Should she just keep on running? Well, we don't have all the answers, but I think he's got something. Hey, Tony, won't you show us all the way? I wanna believe, Tony, you're a strip club DJ. Make a wish, Tony. Wish to a star today. You're a big fish, Tony. You're a strip club DJ. Working his way to the top, making a name in the scene. Give it up for Tony, he's living his dream. He'll tell a joke from time to time, they're not very funny. But he's not here for the laughs, he's here to get money. He's making it work, he's making them twerk. The crowd is spending like they're trying to buy peace on earth. Pass the candies and the crystals, the people all shout, it's not the stilettos, man, you're what it's all about. Hey, Tony, do it your way. Come on now, Tony, you're a strip club DJ. Hey, Tony, show us how you play. Come on now, Tony, you're a strip club DJ. Tell them how horns go. Now night after night, he works up a sweat. He's getting drenched for the ladies. He's never failed them yet. Miss New Booty on the speakers. The beat is hot and dropping. The crowd is on the feet and all the pussy cats are popping. Hey, Tony, you gotta give it all away. Come on now, Tony, you're a strip club DJ. Hey, Tony, show us how you play. Come on now, Tony, you're a strip club DJ. And all people say, shabba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, fuck yeah. I'll do it again. Shabba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, I want something like that. Now he's the best in the world. He never pulls a punch. He's swimming in tip outs. He's buying naked lunch. He believes in his greatness. Maybe we can too. Now I'm gonna do me, and hey, you do you. And Tony, show us how you play. Give it up for Tony. He's a strip club DJ. Get on, Tony. Today is the day. You're the best ever, Tony. You're a strip club DJ. We need you right now, Tony, and we're willing to pay. It's a real honor, Tony. A strip club DJ. Live the dream, Tony. You're a strip club DJ. Never stop, Tony. We'll dance the night away. We'll dance the night away. You're a strip club DJ. We'll dance the night away. You're a strip club DJ. We'll dance the night away. You're a strip club DJ. We'll dance the night away. You're a strip club DJ. We'll dance the night away. You're a strip club DJ. You're a strip club DJ. You're a strip club DJ. Best in the world. You're a strip club DJ. You're a strip club DJ. You're a strip club DJ. You're a strip club DJ.
All right.
Well, that was an experience.
That was awesome.
Yeah. How are you worried about that?
Well,
Yeah.
it's part of. It's literally the exact same thing that I was going for with Death Race 1989. If I had to.
Yeah, but okay, so I'm proud of you, son, because you put forth the effort.
Yeah, that sounded great. There was like layered music. You know, we'll talk about. I don't think we got 100% of the music. There's some stuff that's kind of like far away when
Well,
was listening
we're not
to
talking
it. Like,
about the mix. I mixed this in 10 minutes,
Yeah.
Pat. So you fuck yourself.
I was gonna say. No, I just wanted to
We're
hear.
not the mix, not a hit.
You have no. You're right. I'm not trying to shit on that. I'm just saying, like,
Go fuck
I wanted to
yourself,
hear
Pat.
some of the stuff in the background a little more because it was like drawing me in. That's a good thing. I was engaged. Your, I won't say harmony track, but your harmony track is hilarious because it's just you kind of screaming. It's great.
Or was it Kim? I couldn't tell. Was it Kim?
Well, that was supposed to be the lead vocal. And then Kim came in and said, "What are you doing? You're just shrieking in that room for 7 minutes."
And
So I decided to put a lower register vocal. Put the other one in.
I know
Smart move.
it's you got who is the singer I'm thinking of? You got like kind of a sing talk vibe going. Dang it. Well, all right. I'll talk
Weird
about
Al?
things that yeah, you kind of got a Weird Al sing talk thing
You're
going.
thinking Bob Dylan, probably, right?
No. I was gonna say so the way that the song is written, it really has a Billy Joel-esque like everyday man like sense like that. Did you get that feeling? Where it's like, you know, you're making a ballad about like just like, you know, Tony, a strip club DJ guy. It's like it's just making him like the music is so good because it makes you feel all like he's like just killing it. He's just doing a great job. And he's doing God's work, and it's just like keep working hard, Tony. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, but I also think that this is the song that reminded me the least of Billy Joel that Nate has performed. I feel like the first 2 or 3 songs were like, man, it's Billy Joel, because I mean it's all piano, obviously, but
Yeah.
But I also like I like picturing, and I was envisioning this song as, you know, it's obviously from the point of the strip club DJ, but I viewed it more as like this is how he sees himself, and this is what's going on what's going on in his head.
Oh,
It's like he almost has this childlike sense of importance where, you know, like you said, he's doing God's work, but like none of the music there would ever be played at a strip club. But this is just like he tunes out everything else and what we heard is like the soundtrack of his inner monologue.
That's cool.
I really liked that experience, and I really enjoyed the song overall. It was great realizing what the song was about. That was a real treat. You know, kind of halfway before you mentioned Strip Club DJ, I was just like, oh man, this is where I want the song to go. This is what I want you to take from our last conversation. I'm very happy that that's the direction you went in. I'm happy that it doesn't sound at all like Incubus.
Yeah.
And I think I know where I'm going to side when I have to vote.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Not a hit. Gotcha. Garbage.
Ballads aren't hot right now.
Yeah. What is it?
Stained. Get out of here.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. You can't get away with ballads anymore. You idiot.
Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, yeah. Pat, what do you think?
This is what I'll say. I want to talk about the musicianship here, is that you actually, like, you have a horn section. Did you play guitar, or is that just piano made to sound like guitar?
You can't make piano sound like guitar, Pat. Can you?
You did okay on the guitar. That sounded, that little, like, that guitar thing that was going on in there sounded pretty good. So, nice job. I like that. And the horns, and how the horns match the gibberish. You got the gibberish, you got the strip club DJ. I mean, I think you knocked it out of the park. I think you knocked it out of the park. I'm confused as to why you were, like, worried.
I wasn't worried. Part of me just thought that... So this song was originally 11 minutes long.
Oh, I could easily. I could see this song easily becoming 11 minutes long. Yeah,
11 minutes.
I had to do a lot of trimming and then a live fade and then a tempo speed up.
Oh my god!
When I was laying down the bass track, the guide track, after I was done, I was like, oh dear, this is very long.
You know, some hits from the past, like let's say Rapper's Delight. Original version, the full single was 14 minutes, and then they cut it down to about 6 for the radio, and that's still too long, but that's what they had to do, and that's kind of what you did here, man. 11 minutes, cut it down to wherever that was. You know why? Because this is a hit.
It's a hit.
Fuck yeah! Oh, I need to smash something in here. I need some champagne. I need to rub it on my face. Hits.
You know, you
making
get out the machete.
Never working again.
The way you kind of sing it with the lower register thing, it's kind of, I figured out who I thought it sounds like. It's kind of like a Leonard Cohen song, and I really wanted to say Mark Cohen, but that's not right. No. This wasn't Walking in Memphis at all, even though that's the perfect song. But this was very much like a Leonard Cohen, like, talk, and you just had a lot of patience. And I think that's one of the things that he has. Sings. He's just like this cool guy that can sing about weird, absurd stuff and just have this confidence to let the song ride. I'm glad you aren't confident enough to let a song ride for 11 minutes, though. That's good. Because I don't have the patience for that. But that was good, man. I would like to see a fully realized version of that song. I would like to listen to it, and
I'm good with the way it is. If we got some other past songs that probably require more work. This one, I would throw this one as the 5th song on an album, and I'd expect it to sell.
Yeah. This is good. This is one of those deep cuts that the fans know about.
Oh, yeah, this is the one that people hold up signs for on the floor when you're at the Madison Square Garden in 15 years.
Yeah, this is the one that it's not the song that's a hit on the radio.
At an Incubus concert with floor seats.
Yeah, when it's in the concert, you hear like, isn't that cool when you hear like a song that's a crowd favorite? You're like, oh wow, wasn't on the album. This wasn't what I thought people would like, and like you hear like the crowd belting it out. I could hear a whole crowd of people screaming out, "Hey Tony!" I could hear it. Just like ending a show with this song.
Yeah, and I think that this song opens up a lot of merch opportunities, which, come on, that's what we're all about. All about getting
We love
paid.
our merch. We love our merch.
Yep.
Yeah, we love our merch. We love our scams. I think we can do a lot with this song, and I think we can just really skim off the top however we do it. So this is exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is really good. Anything else? We got anything else?
I think we got to do our rating.
Rating. I'm giving this a solid A-.
Okay. So it's a hit.
Definitely a hit. Definitely a hit. I like this one a lot. I felt connected to it, as I think that Nate did a good job at listening to me. No one ever does that anymore. So it's just good to have someone listen to me when I.
Well, here's what I think about. So my rating, I would give it a B+. And I'm sorry to cut you off there, Max. I guess I just don't care what you say. But I would give it a B+. And I would say it's a hit. And, it's not a hit like we discussed. It still falls within the hit range, right?
Yep. Sorry, Dan from North Carolina.
Job.
Didn't sound at all like Incubus, but
yeah, I know
got
you
the question today. You should have emailed me earlier.
Yeah. And I did my best to try to push this whole podcast into an Incubus format, and by God, I'll continue that push, God willing. And I know I got the support of the viewers, and we'll just keep doing it. We'll keep pecking at them until one day we're going to be singing songs like "Make Yourself" and the one where he says, "To resist is the piss in the wind." That's a cool one. Does will end up smelling. That's a real line from an Incubus song, by the way.
I will trust you on that one.
One of these days, we'll have a full Incubus breakdown. It happens to the best of us. And we'll get there. The podcast will be an Incubus podcast soon. Don't worry. I know that the vocal minority want that, and we are governed by the vocal minority. That's what we always say, and that's what we believe.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
That's right. Absolutely. So, Nate, are you happy with that? You should be a proud boy. Are you a proud boy?
Listen, I'm not a proud boy, but I'm a happy boy. Here's the thing, though.
You almost had him, Matt. You almost had him. Oh,
here's
man.
the thing.
Yeah, oh, God. That was that was our goal for the week. We don't even care if you played the song. We're just trying to get you to say you're a proud boy. Oh, man. Almost had it. We almost had him.
Sorry. All right. Sorry. Go on, Nate. To say more. Sorry.
All right. Now I'm less happy now that you've just put me on an FBI watch list. Here's the thing. I'm happy that you came around to the Death Race 1989 world.
It's all part of the multiverse.
It's not a multiverse. It's one verse. One universe. Death Race verse. Yeah, this clearly takes place in a post-apocalyptic 1989 version of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So RoboCop.
It's pretty much RoboCop.
Right, yeah.
I'd buy that for $1. Talking about strippers.
Oh, man, that guy's the best. Oh, man, Paul Verhoeven. That guy really knows how to blow a guy's head off. Or shoot a dude in the dick. That guy does a great job.
Yeah, we could probably talk about him more next week, because I feel like we have a deep well of things Paul Verhoeven related.
Yeah, sure. If Nate can't make a song based on our love of Paul Verhoeven videos and movies, then I don't know. I mean, he's not worth a salt. That's basically what it's at.
All right, what do we say we wrap it up? Thanks again to the listeners. Join in next week for a brand new song, probably about Paul Verhoeven.
Thanks, guys.